Happy Friday, everybody. We made it through another week. In the last video, I alluded to a vintage guitar unboxing. I did buy a new guitar. Now, it's not exactly a 50s or a 60s guitar, but it's still almost 40 years old, and it's a really special one. It's one I've been looking for a while, and if you follow the channel, you know that I've been searching one of these out. But yeah, I got the tracking number ready, and I'm just sitting here like we all do, waiting for the UPS truck to show up. But I'll keep you guys posted. I think it's going to be really special. All right, guys, so we're back. Here we go, the big reveal. You can see Chicago Music Exchange. The guys were really great to me. We were able to come to a price that we were both happy with. Like I had said, this is really one of those ones that I was looking at for a while. I'm super happy to open this up. This is, like I said, it's not a 50s or a 60s guitar. I mean, these are really, really special, and they have their own kind of internet lure. And I don't know, I'm here to test it out and see how it feels. I messed with some of these when I was in Los Angeles, and it's really great. So yeah, we're gonna dig into it right now. Thanks, guys. Nice, well-worn case. Yeah. Ready? It's almost in tune. We got some stuff in the center pocket. This is really cool. This is a 59 DOT reissue. This is a 1982 model. Also very sentimental to me. It's my birth year. So, I mean, me and this guitar are almost 40 years old. This is super, super cool and super rare to find these in black. And this screams Keith Richards, this screams B.B. King, this screams rock and roll. And this thing is so cool looking. The binding is so aged, so nice. And the neck is just really, really comfortable. It's got a nice taper to it going all the way down. So there's a lot of internet talk about these early 80s DOT reissues. This is basically, you know, after the late 60s and 70s, where Gibson got kind of wonky and they were throwing spaghetti at the wall hoping it would stick. They really decided to try to make great guitars again, not to plug everything that's going on with Gibson. But some really, really cool features on these. You know, they really took to heart encompassing the 59 ES-335 with this model. Super, super rare and black. I'd heard conflicting reports, but there was a lot of natural guitars, or there was a little amount of natural guitars, and even smaller amount of black ones, you know? So to find a black one is super, super wild. This also has a one-piece neck, which is pretty nuts. These are usually made three-piece mahogany, but this is a one-piece mahogany neck, which is super cool. It's got a big fat feel, very reminiscent of my 59 Les Paul Jr. They came outfitted stock with Grover tuners, which is not really the end of the world, you know what I mean? People would usually go with Grovers anyways. How many Gibsons have you seen that have been Grovered? chunk of solder or something in there. These unique Shaw era PAF pickups. Tim Shaw was basically brought in to redesign or reverse engineer the coveted PAF pickup. These are on the lower side. That's what gives them their character. You find like maybe like 7.5K, which, you know, a big disclaimer is people get hung up on a pickup and it's K reading, and that's just the resistance. There's way more that goes into pickups, and, you know, how they're going to sound to you. It's not just about, you know, the windings. It's the prep work. It's how it's done. There's so much more than just, you know, everybody says, oh, I got a 6K pickup. It's nice. There's so much more to that. Either way, Tim Shaw basically was brought in to reverse engineer the PAF, and he did a great job. You know what I mean? One thing I do want to note is this guitar was outfitted with 300K pots and 100K tone pots. A lot of the guys on the internet, more than not, will take the 300K pots out and put 500Ks in, which the old ones had. I am going to do that because I don't know what this guitar sounds like yet, but, you know, I want that range. I want that old school range. It's got the 50 style wiring. They also introduced this really cool bridge here. Some say it's a Shaler, some say it's Gibson, but it's an odd, definitely more range of adjustments, but it's just kind of an odd looking heavy bridge setup. I do have a replacement for this as well. Tone Pros all the way, you know. And this is just something that I've really wanted. If you remember the Los Angeles video, I played one of these in a really tobacco brown sunburst. It was really cool, and I fell in love with the neck shape because it had a big neck shape, 1 11/16 nut width, but it was super comfortable to play because it had a nice taper. And, you know, I couldn't close the deal in LA, and I'm glad I didn't, because I held out, and then this one popped up, and my buddy Matt over at Chicago Music Exchange, you know, we came to an agreement, and he knew I was after it. Really helped me out with changing some shipping information after the fact, because I wanted to be there to receive it. And I got the guitar, and it's, you know, it's also road worn too. This guitar is played, and this guitar has got its share of dings and dents and scratches and wear marks and, you know, patina on the nickel covers and stuff like that. And that's great because I'm not looking for a museum piece. I'm a guitar player and I want to play this thing. But this guitar is just so cool. Just to have it in black is amazing. And the neck joint is solid. You know, there's no issues there. The frets are nice and big and fat. I can crown a couple. I can see where I'm going to need a little bit of a crowning, and that's fine. I can take care of that. I've done that in the videos. You guys have seen me do that. So, I mean, this kind of completes my collection. It's not, you know, a 59, but it's Gibson's first run of a 59 reissue. This is a 59 DOT. It's also custom shop edition, but this is really before the Gibson had the custom shop going. I think it was just a run of guitars they were doing, but this one was made in Nashville, judging by the serial number. It was made in June of 1982. My birthday's in November, but close enough. With the custom shop edition, custom shop model, and this is the 1982 59 DOT reissue in black. Good also to note that this does not have an ebony fretboard. This has a Brazilian rosewood fretboard, one-piece neck, one-piece mahogany neck. Now, on the sunburst guitars or the natural guitars, you would really see those crazy finishes. You know, the tops would be amazing, and you'd have all that flame. On the solid color guitars, they're not going to waste the wood to have it painted a solid color. So this is a maple top, maple side, and it's got that full maple center block in here. The guitar is light, it weighs about 8 pounds. The only other mods that were done, this is actually the original bridge. I was told it was a swapped out bridge, but this is the original one. The only mods that were done is one of the diamond strap buttons were changed, which is annoying. I'm gonna have to swap that out. And that's about it. 2 of these knobs were swapped out. They must have broke off or something like that. But this guitar is so cool. This is the one I've wanted, and it's got some great chime to it. It rings as it is. Chicago Music was really, really cool too. They threw a t-shirt in, and I'll be sure to wear that and promote those guys because they were nothing but cool. And we went back and forth on price a little bit, which you kind of do because, everybody wants a deal. And they were more than fair. They helped me out. They gave me a great deal. And really thanks to those guys. Little inspection card it came with about them going over the guitar to, make sure it's up to their specs before they sell it, which I think is really nice. That's great quality control. My receipt, obviously we don't need to see that. Some stickers, some pics, a little Chicago Music swag. Really, really nice of those guys. So when I was speaking before about this guitar, it has the Shaw era pickups. Tim Shaw basically, brought in by Gibson to redesign the PAF. And these are coveted. These are really, really great pickups. You can identify the Shaw pickups by the stamping and the black ink on the back of them. This is also a disclaimer too. I am a mere Gibson novice. My buddy Desmond on Instagram really, really hipped me to these guitars in the beginning, and he's been nothing but a boatload of information. He's a killer player. He's one of the tastiest players. He just had an incident happen when he was out on the road with a band, and the entire music community rallied around him, and that says a lot about the person, you know what I mean? He's a great dude, a great source of information, phenomenal guitar tech, phenomenal guitar player, and just a great guy. I'm glad to call him a friend, and I can't wait to talk to him about this one because it just showed up today, But anyways, he hit me to a lot of great things about these. He told me what I need to do, and he's got a half a dozen of these, and he makes his sound amazing. So if I can get mine to sound any bit as good, I'm excited. So the Shaw pickups are really, really coveted, and like I said, this does have a one-piece mahogany neck, maple top, maple back and sides. Still kind of same 335 construction. You got your two volumes and your two tones here. And like I said, this thing's got its fair share of nicks and scratches and all that. And I ain't mad with it because it's just something that's been played. It's almost 40 years old. It's a birth year guitar, and I just dated myself, but I had to have it. Really psyched to have this piece made in Nashville from 1982. So as far as mods or getting this thing, hopped up, I'm really not going to do much besides going with the just a regular ABR1 bridge for the Nashville posts. I'm going to put that on. And also my friend Sebastian over at Vintage Inspired Pickups, who is making some of the stealthiest pots and pickups right now. If you've Googled him or searched his product, check him out on the Les Paul forum. All those old school vintage guys are going with his pots because they're so close and the taper is so matched to the real thing. It's scary. So I called him up. I ordered up a set of 4 to outfit the guitar with new pots. He was nice enough to include 2 vintage capacitors to put in there that he's found has really, really helped with the sweep of his pots. So I'm just going to do those 2 mods, and I'm going to do a setup with my strings on it, and I'm just going to do a back-to-back. So in the next video with this guitar, I'm going to do some playing through an amp, and then I'm going to film myself doing the mods, and then you're going to hear me basically just go through the guitar with the mods done to it. This is a super, super cool guitar, man. I'm so freaked out that it's mine now. I want to give a big thanks to Sebastian over at VIP Pickups, the folks over at Mojo Tone for an aged bridge, and my new friends at Chicago Music Exchange. They really made this effortless, and if you guys want quality stuff, they stand behind their stuff, and if you're not happy, they'll find a way to rectify anything, and they'll work with you. They're great guys. They worked with me on this guitar, and now I'm lucky enough to have it. So yeah, thanks to all those guys. Thanks to all the recent subscribers and everybody who's showed interaction on the YouTube channel. All the positivity has really been great. Sometimes these videos can get really hard, and it's tough to put yourself out there and go through the negativity, but I really, really appreciate all the positive words. Anything else I can do, any kind of videos, any suggestions, any licks, any gear demos, any kind of, amp insight or speakers or pickups or stuff like that. If it's something that collectively a bunch of us want to talk about, and it's a topic, that's going to help a bunch of people, I'm down for it. So just leave your suggestions and your comments down below. I want to thank you guys all for watching this video. Thanks for watching this unboxing with me. Super cool guitar, super lucky to have it. I'm very grateful. I believe the search is over for my ES-335 now. It's still a 59 in a way. It's a 59 DOT. And you know how I feel about the 59 guitars. So yeah, we'll talk soon, guys. Do your best to like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. It gives me the motivation to make another video. So we'll talk soon, and look for another video coming up really soon about some mods on this ES-335. Peace. Hear that? It's a fret rocker. Found my issue. Oh. Got the fret rocker out. Found a little bit of a high fret. I couldn't leave it alone. I'm going to take care of that. I could hear it buzzing a little bit. I checked all the other ones. One high fret is not really a big deal. I'm going to knock that out right now. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.